Do you have trouble staying on task and organizing everything you do efficiently? Or do you want to be even more productive? Well, there are a ton of productivity apps for the iPhone, and I'm going to show you just a couple of them in this first of a two-part series.
This episode of App Judgment is sponsored by Squarespace.
I don't know how I got to where I am today because I'm an organizational mess. I multitask all the time, which is not good, switch between tasks all the time, probably because I have ADD, and procrastinate like a well, you get the idea. Well, the first part of this two-episode series is my first look on how well I think I can get myself organized with a couple of the most highly recommended productivity apps for the iPhone. Being someone clearly in need of help, the first thing I did was call for your help. And you guys respond with a list of over 15 different apps with piles of votes for each of them. Two of the top four are Remember the Milk and Evernote. I'll touch on each of them briefly, first up with Evernote. Evernote is an extensive application of which the iPhone app is merely an additional tool for creating notes that sync between a web app and a desktop app. Now, the primary functionality of Evernote is to be able to take notes, recall, and organize everything that happens in your day-to-day life. You can save memos, photos, web clips, documents, itineraries, and other to-do lists, among other things. Everything is synced with Evernote and accessible via their desktop app and their website, and of course the iPhone. The iPhone app provides four major functions on the default screen. The functions are upload existing images from your iPhone, take new images to upload, record and upload voice recordings, or just plain type text. When you select Notes on the bottom nav bar, you'll get almost instant access to every note that has ever been created and be able to quickly find any specific note you're looking for. Plus, the app has an optical character recognition to transcribe words from photos, though I did have a little trouble trying to really demonstrate and make that work. The focus of Evernote is less on organizing and getting things done and more on recalling and logging things of note and importance. More than just the iPhone app is required to take advantage of Evernote's extensive number of impressive features. It's all free, but you'll find yourself limited without fronting a $5 a month or a $45 annual fee for the Pro version, which lets you upload a lot more content. Next up, you'll never forget to remember the milk if you use the aptly named Remember the Milk. So first things first, in the App Store, Remember the Milk is listed as free, but be sure to read the fine print though, because it's a free trial and $25 a year for a Pro account if you want to continue using it. The good thing on their part anyway is that at least they figured out how to keep Apple from getting its 30% cut. The key features of the app are task management by type of task, priority, due dates, time estimate, tags, location, plus a few more. All of your tasks sync to a web server, making it available anywhere by default, including the more commonly used web interface. Editing and modifying tasks from the iPhone is very intuitive and allows you to do things like swipe across a task to complete it. Date and time selection uses the standard wheel controls, or it can be manually entered. Even cooler, you can check off as many tasks as you like and postpone them. Remember the Milk is simple to use, easy to update and modify, and feature-rich, including options for stuff like email, IM, and SMS updates. But before we get to the pros and cons and final judgments on both of these apps, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors and mention our hot app of the day.
You know it, you love it. Yeah, it's time for the hot app of the day. Hey everyone, Eileen here, and today's hot app comes from MSpot. It's the first ever full-length streaming mobile movie service for the iPhone. Now, this debuts before some of the more anticipated competitors in the streaming mobile movie space like Netflix and Blockbuster. MSpot will feature new releases from top Hollywood studios, and rentals cost $4.99. There will be a variety of monthly subscription levels as well. We'll have a more in-depth look at MSpot's service in a couple of weeks, so let us know if you're trying it out and what you think of it. App Judgment is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is a great publishing tool for anyone looking to build a blog, portfolio, or any kind of website. Check out my friend Brian Brushwood's website. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's all Squarespace. Now, I'm even dabbling with it now. Here's my website, fightclubshow.com. It's the home of my podcast on vampires. Yeah, I haven't gotten really that far, but I could tell you that it's really easy to use. I used Squarespace's newly launched site importer tool and moved everything over from WordPress. All the links and audio files moved over seamlessly. No other import tool can move any media that easily. Now check it out yourself for free and use the code AppJudgment to get 10% off the life of your order. Do that and you get more App Judgment reviews. Now let's see if Prager can really get his life in order with to-do lists.
Now here's a quick review of the pros and cons from both of these apps. Evernote Pros, you can take image, text, and audio notes and ideas from pretty much anywhere at any time. Everything is stored in the cloud for access from any device. And it's well designed and coded with a lot of impressive features. The cons are you must be online to access notes unless they're marked favorite. Getting things done and organizing is certainly not the focus of the app. Plus, you'll likely need to get the Pro version for $45 to really use Evernote effectively. Evernote isn't really initially what I'm looking for to organize and prioritize all my work, but it's far too impressive to not really recommend for all of its unique features. I'll continue to use it and say download. Remember the Milk Pros. It's got a simple and easy to use interface. It integrates well with Gmail, Google Calendars, and Apple iCal, and you can manage and update your task lists no matter where you are. The cons are, it's deceptive to list the price in the App Store as free when it's really a free trial for a $25 app. Also, seeing the whole task title and notes requires a few clicks to get all the info. Overall, if you're a getting things done-oriented person and spend the time to take advantage of Remember the Milk, you'll be satisfied and should definitely download it. Changing the way you get things done is definitely a noticeable paradigm shift. There's a necessary learning curve involved in taking advantage of a good application. It's actually more work in the beginning, but the payoff should be substantial. And that's why in part 2, I'll review the 2 most highly rated apps for getting things done. And those are Things and OmniFocus. I'm David Prager. Send us your comments or suggestions to appjudgment@revision3.com or ping me on Twitter @dlprager. Don't forget to join the AppJudgment Facebook fan page and be sure to subscribe to the show by visiting revision3.com/appjudgment.